Good morning, welcome to the channel. Today is Monday. I have some time to just sit here a little bit and think, which is my favorite thing to do in the morning. I do have coffee waiting for me and I am going to get that ready soon. I need to reorganize this a little bit, so thank God I have a lot of time before work. But I just been throwing everything on the top that I'm like trying to use up, which is not the smartest thing because like I have a whole bottom shelf. So let me kind of organize and I'll show you what I'm using these days and stuff like that, even though you kind of know. But I kind of want to reorganize and kind of reintroduce myself to this. I kind of forgot I was using this Dr. Zenobia. I used it last night and it's quite nice actually. These are all the serums that I have open, which is kind of a lot. So this one's almost done. This is the Glow Recipe. I do like this one. It's nice in my dewdrops. I don't know if I pay full price, but if it was on sale, I'd pick it up. And then this one's my favorite. I'm almost done with this. As you can see, Dermalect. This one is the Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum, and this is like an exfoliating serum. So I use this one at night. I use this one in the morning. I do need to just use that one up because I'm so close. This one is the Luna Night Oil, and it turns out that I've been using it kind of incorrectly. It has been working, but apparently you're supposed to use it as a serum, not an oil, so I have been using it wrong. Regardless, it's been working. So this is the third, I think, final Sunday Riley one that I have, so I have that guy. Herbivore, this one I've been using for like about a couple weeks with a little bit of time off because I went to Asia. This is the Herbivore Cloud Jelly. This one I think is okay. I don't know if it's doing anything, to be honest, other than like being slightly hydrating. And then I have my jbeauty. This one I also really like. I would not pay full price because it's expensive. It does work well. It's just like, I don't know. They say that it can replace everything, but I don't think that's true for my skin. So I have the jbeauty and then the Dermalect. I got both of those from Allure Beauty Box. This one was sent to me free for review. Shea Moisture. This is Melanin Care Nourished and Radiant Even Tone Serum, and this is made for people with deeper complexions, I believe. But I've been using it to see if it'll help with some of my dark spots because that's what it was supposed to be used for. I'm not sure if I like the gimmick here. And then I have this Evelone. This was also sent to me free for review. This one is the Radiance Repair Retinol Serum. I use this at night, maybe like twice a week. Then I have this Vitamin C Serum Shot, and this one's from Sweet Chef. This one is almost done, as you can see. This one I don't think did that much, if I'm being honest. I bought this with my own money at Target, but this brand is out of business. It's like the cheaper sister brand to Glow Recipe, I believe. Well, it doesn't matter, it's out of business. The Naturium, this one was that influencer lady who started it, but the products work well, which kind of sucks that she was so scammy about it. But this one's a vitamin C. This one hasn't been working quite as well, but I also haven't been quite as diligent because I'm also using this one up. So that one's there. This is the Way of Will. This one is my second bottle, actually. I got it from All True. This company is also out of business, but actually I don't use this on my face. I use it on my elbows and my ankles because it's really hydrating, actually. But it's a vitamin C serum, but it's like really oil based. These are the toners that I use in my room here. I also have like an exfoliating toner that I use after washing my face in the bathroom. But I have this BHA Watermelon Glow Pore Tightening Toner from Glow Recipe. This one's obviously almost done. The Biro is almost done as well. I do like both of these actually. I think I actually prefer the Biro, but that's very expensive. This one is the Bitter Green Essence Toner, but this one feels very hydrating on my skin and it's like kind of thicker. The reason why I don't really care for the Glow Recipe is the watermelon scent is just kind of like too sweet sometimes. This is the AHA toner from CosRX. I just use this bottle, but I have it in here because I take it on vacation. This is the Mamonde Rose Water Toner. This one's just like really gentle, and I use this kind of like to refresh my skin when I come in at night to do my skincare. And then this is like not technically a toner, it's a skin booster, but I use it after the Mamonde toner, and it's supposed to help like with boosting the effectiveness of the other products. I don't know if it works like that, but I mean I do like it, and it is also quite hydrating as well. Would recommend. Again, if I have any links I'll try to link you, but these are like the moisturizer style products. This one's random, but I have been using it, but let me get to that later. I have the Goodall Vita C Dark Spot Care. This one I don't actually care for, but this is what I use in the morning because it has sunscreen, sun protection in it. It's supposed to be nice, but it does change my skin color, so if I'm leaving the house and going out in public I will not be using this one. This one I like sometimes at the end of the night to like just lock in everything, especially when I feel like I have very dry patches. I put this on dry patches. It's the Cetaphil Healing Ointment, and I got this from Allure Beauty Box. It's a little sample, obviously. This one I'm not sure if I like or not, but I think maybe it'll be better in winter. It's the Earth Harbor Nymph Nectar. It's just like really greasy. It's a Superfruit Radiance Balm. It's like truly a balm texture. I was a little bit hesitant because it has no preservatives, but it's very balm texture, and then when you you put it on your skin, your body heat kind of like melts it, and then it's just oily. Same with this product. So this one is butt paste, so it's diaper rash cream, but I was reading online that it was trendy on TikTok, I guess, but I was reading it on, I can't remember which website, some beauty website, and they were like talking about how the zinc in diaper rash cream actually helps with hydration and a lot of like the acne problems. So I was having an acne problem and I was like very desperate, so I got this, but I have been using it kind of like a mask at night, and then I wash it off before I do the rest of my skincare because this leaves like a really thick kind of white film all over your face. I would say it's working for like helping my skin texture and my hydration, but it just like, I don't want it all over my pillowcase basically. I've also been using this Dr. Zenobia. As you can see, it's like almost halfway done, but this is Dr. Zenobia Clear Complexion Aloe Vera Blemish Soothing Moisturizer. I was sent this in PR. I did get taken off of the PR list, totally understand, but this is a really good product and I would continue purchasing it. Cosmetics, and this is the Skin Thirst Moisturizing Hyaluronic Acid Cream, and this one was in an all true box, and I actually like this one. I think this is the second or third tube of this, but it works really well. It is kind of like mattifying actually, so it kind of helps, especially under makeup, it works well, and it kind of helps blur like pores and stuff. At least that's been my experience. Oh, I just found another toner. This is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner. I do like this one. It's really gentle though. I don't know if I'd repurchase. I think it's supposed to be semi-similar to the Misha. Misha's my favorite. Used up my favorite eye cream last night, which is the Amore Pacific cream, and I will link you. That one is so good. It is expensive though, but I'm using this one now, the Squalane Marine Algae Cream, and this is from Biossance. So far I've liked it. I don't know if it's doing anything because again, I've used it for like less than a week. This one is YSL Pure Shots Eye Reboot Concentrate. This was sent to me free for review. I actually do like it. I'm on like the last legs where I have to like scrape it with the little stick thingy from the pump, but I do like it. Originally I thought I was going to repurchase it because it was actually working really well, but now after I've done like a whole thing, I don't know if it's really doing anything. I think it was just placebo effect in my brain. Okay, these are tinted sunscreens. I kind of keep them on the face care section rather than in the sunscreen section, just because sometimes I just reach for these because I don't want to put on like a full face of makeup. But Elta MD, this one's a little bit too dark, and then Coats, this one's also a little bit too dark, but they work pretty well as sunscreens. They're just not a great shade match for me, and it's kind of crazy though because I don't have the lightest of skin, but I also don't have the darkest of skin, so I don't know who it actually matches. So let me know if these actually worked for you. They both came in an Allure Beauty box. Oh, I forgot to show this one when I was doing like serums. I kind of use it kind of as serum, but it's kind of like an oil treatment. But this is Basha, the Pro Retinol Repair and Renew Waterless Advanced Treatment. I use this like every, I would say like once a week maybe. This one is almost done actually, and I would purchase this again. I actually think I liked it. Okie dokie, and these are the last random products, but these are like specific products. So I have a pink powder mask. Oh, actually I have another one here too. These are like very similar actually in terms of like what they look like on the skin. Kate Somerville Eradicate, and then the AC Cleanup Pink Powder Mask. This I actually haven't opened yet, so I might actually put it back because again, I was going through some skin problems with acne, and I took out everything and then I cleared it up. So by actually stopping use of the foundation that I think was breaking me out, which was the, what was her name, Kylie Cosmetics one. I think that was breaking me out so bad because ever since I stopped using it, I haven't been breaking out. And then I got two Dr. Zenobia. These were in PR. This one is the Scar Gel Treatment, and I have been using this one on like new acne scars. And then this is the Inflammaging Night Repair Treatment, and this one is like actually kind of nice. I kind of reckon that is somewhat similar to this one in terms of like what it does for my skin. This one is less sticky. The jbeauty is a little bit sticky, so this one I think is quite nice if I have a lot of other stuff that I'm putting on my skin. I obviously have a lot more like PM sort of products here, but this is my AM stuff. So actually my AM is a little bit sparse, so I might actually choose out some stuff in a bit. So I think I need like a new day cream and then a new serum, because actually all these serums are kind of like almost done. Oh, and a new eye cream. Let me choose a new eye cream. Eye serum. I don't have an eye serum out. Let's use this Fleur & Bee, because actually I should probably sniff test this to make sure it's okay, because the Fleur & Bee is also one of those Allure Beauty Box products that has like no preservatives, and this is from 2022, so let's use this. And then in terms of day creams, what do I have here that might be nice? So some of these are new, so I kind of want to use them just because they're new. but I'm also like, I need to use up the older stuff. So let's see in here. I'm gonna use probably this Kate Somerville. Yeah, this one's pretty old. So Kate Somerville goat milk. I have like the rest of this line, so I'm kind of curious about this cream. I'm also, now that I just said that out loud, I feel like I've gotten this in multiple subscription boxes. This one was from BoxyCharm, but I feel like I've gotten it in something else too. Okay, so now I'm choosing serums. So a few of these are like vitamin C's. So I have a couple of vitamin C's open right now. So I'm kind of looking for like a more like hydrating one. This one I think is pretty old, so I think I probably should prioritize using this. It's the Rodial Instant Lifting Serum, Pink Diamond. I got this in a FabFitFun like years ago, so that's why I think I should prioritize it. Otherwise, it's a lot of like other serums, a lot of new ones actually, because again, I went through this pretty diligently before I left to go to Korea. So I was planning on doing a lot of other stuff before work. Let's open these together. Let's see if they're still okay. Pink Diamond Instant Lifting Serum from Rodial. Let me know if you've also used this, because again, I think it came in FabFitFun, I think. So I think a lot of people probably got it. They do not want you to get into this. The perforation also like didn't peel the way it should have. Maybe this is one of the ones where it's like it's perforated, but you probably should just have like screwed off the cap. I don't know why I sniffed the component. Let's see here. Oh, this is not what I thought it was going to look like. I thought it was going to be pink. It is very illuminating looking. I'm going to use it on my hands though. Actually, they're quite dry. There is no scent. Does not smell like it went off or anything. It's like kind of illuminating. I don't know if you can see that. My hands are very dry, so that was exposing a lot of my life to you about how dry my skin is. Let's do the sniff test for the Fleur & B, because again, I had to get rid of the Fleur & B serum because it was like really chunky and it wasn't even that old, so this one I'm a little bit concerned about. So this was from 2022 in a BoxyCharm, so let's see together. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say this one's a goner, unfortunately. Like, what happened to it? It like all disappeared. Okay, so gonna use a different eye cream perhaps. Wow, what a bummer. Let me know if you've ever successfully used the Fleur & B products, because again, I love preservatives. Like, they've been working for years. There's a reason why. But now there's preservatives in them, but they're not as tested as the other ones that people are like villainizing. Okay, now we're gonna do, ow, I just almost got an eye cardboard cut because it hit me right there. That would have been so bad. Goat milk, condition, and restore. This one feels also like maybe it's a little dry in there. It feels a little light. Oh, okay, no, it's just a very light cream. It smells fine. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna use this one in the mornings as well as a nice hydrating cream. Okay, so no fun eye cream. I'm gonna do that maybe later. I don't have my watch on, but yeah, I don't have enough time to think through my eye creams. But yeah, Fleur & B, let me know if you've ever been able to successfully use their products, because part of it is I have too many things, and especially for 2022 I was still getting sent BoxyCharm, so I was getting BoxyCharm and Allure Beauty Box, and I was also having stuff that I just like had in my stockpile in general. So I do use up stuff diligently. Like, I use up the whole entire thing before I get out new stuff usually. It is what it is. Sometimes you lose some stuff. Sorry, I know it's wasteful. It smells like weed in my apartment. I don't know why. It's for sure not me. Okay, I'm gonna make a frozen meal. I have some Smart Ones entrees. They look kind of small. So good thing I have asparagus. So I guess it's not fully my full experiment of seeing if I can like get by with only eating a frozen meal for lunch. We're gonna try this one today, the sesame lo mein with vegetables. But like, it's 270 calories. There's no way that this is gonna be filling. So again, the reasoning behind this is I want to know if these frozen entrees are actually filling enough so that you can get by with literally only making this as your office meal. I would say they're kind of expensive, so that's why I would say it's like maybe if you're like in a rush and you can't cook over the weekend for your meal prep, because these are like $3, $2 to $3 each. Trader Joe's ones are even more expensive. Okie dokie, so as I've been warming up my meal here, such as it is, all 270 calories of it, I called DHL. So Post Office is alleging that it was never in their custody, but if you haven't been following, I have this like brand new launch product that's like more than $500. So if something did happen to it, not making any allegations here, but number one, I definitely don't have custody of it. Number two, mail crimes, and number three, it's like $500+. I'm not making any allegations here, just say. So then the post office is alleging that DHL came back and picked up those packages, the package that is missing, that nobody can find. Nobody has any idea where it is. So they're alleging that 11 hours after it was delivered, roughly, the DHL decided to come back into the post office and pick it up again to take it back. And I said, that don't make no sense. So I called back DHL today, and it was their e-commerce people. Also DHL, the customer service, been talking to actual people, and it only took like 2 rings. So I used to not like DHL, but maybe it's actually better. They were like, no, actually, since we're the e-commerce group, what we do is we like deliver it to the post office and then like essentially do like the last mile thing. They didn't call it that, but that's what it is. And I said, okay, well, the post office is saying they never like got the package. They said it's never been in their custody. Can you confirm that like they would have had it? They said, yeah, it says picked up by agent. That means that somebody at the post office has it. I said, I know. That's what I thought. Thank you for confirming. They said, yeah, and you can also check it on the USPS like website when you put in the tracking number. And they said, just so you know that that's what that means. I said, yeah, that's what I thought, but they're saying that they don't have it. I was like, is there any way for you to launch an investigation? Because I said, at this time, USPS is alleging that you have custody of this package. They said no, but you can do it. You can like launch an investigation with the Postal Service. Also, I have decided to close that post office box. So I'm not going to renew it this year because it's not worth it. If they're going to like continue not having people working there, like I understand that it sucks. Like being a post office worker, not exactly like the most glamorous job, and it's a federal job with a pension. So at the same time, I'm like, you have it pretty good, you know? Anyway, so I'm not going to, if I am to get a new post office box, it would be at a different place. But since I'm not traveling as much for work anymore, I can just get it delivered to my house because I work from home. Especially because who knows how long I'm gonna live here. Okay, this is really hot, so hold on, I need to bring it over to the table. Okay, so I'm over at the table by way of this experiment. I'm going to see how I feel. Number 2, if I'm able to get through the day without a snack. And like if I do have a snack, if it's just like a small snack, or if I'm like, I need a meal snack. And then number 3, I'm gonna see like how my body is doing, because this smells salty. I'm just letting you know, it smells salty. Yeah, it smells very salty. So this is what it looks like. It's no protein, but yeah, we'll see. And again, this was like $2. I think $2.50. I picked it up when it was on sale. We're gonna see if my heart rate is like, are you doing okay? Seems like maybe your sodium intake is a little high because your blood pressure is high. But yeah, this is very hot. Okay, the noodle texture, not great. It's kind of putty. It's like, yeah, it's like because it's reconstituted from frozen. But the flavor is quite salty and kind of sweet at the same time. It's not my favorite. It's also kind of sour. I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, so the other bad thing about this is not only is it salty, it kind of also has no other flavor. So, you know, like sometimes when you leave the pasta in the water too long and then it gets kind of gummy and it has that like gummy texture. So it's that. But then also like, you know how like the gumminess kind of rubs off of the noodles and then it has like that weird like grainy texture or grain flavor, like maybe wheat flour texture, or like tastes like paper mache paste. That's kind of what this tastes like. But the vegetables are nice. I do think I'm going to be very unsatisfied after this meal though, because I don't think it was a meal. I think this is an appetizer. 270 calories is so small. By the time you see this, very much not going to be helpful, but how do you make sure that your steamer dries? I had it upside down and everything I thought came out, but no, there's still water in here. And a surprise to no one, it's 2:30 and I'm very hungry. I have a meeting though, so I'm gonna have to wait to eat my snack until later. But I'm like gonna sit here and think about what my snack should be. I also realized that maybe I should have made like a chicken patty to go with my frozen meal, because then still would have been frozen prepared food. And I might actually need to expand this to also be like pantry prepared food, like just like food that just takes like a couple minutes in the microwave to warm up sort of scenario here, rather than just frozen food, because I don't want to spend any money this week. So that's the plan. Okay, so it turns out I remembered the meeting time wrong. So I'm out here to find some snack. I kind of want something sweet, so maybe I'll have the pancake my friend got me, because it also needs to be eaten this month. Sweet potato paste and pancake. I think it's a dorayaki or something like that. Anyway, gonna have this. Do I warm it up though? I'm not gonna warm it up. I'm just gonna eat it from the pack. Oh, and in case you don't know what this is something my friend got me in Japan, so it's from 7-Eleven, as you can see here on the package. I thought I misplaced my office scissors, my little kid safety scissors. Oh, it smells nice, actually. I don't tend to like the convenience store breads because they're super sugary usually. It does have a little pack in here to make sure desiccant stuff away. Okay, it smells very sweet. But yeah, this particular friend really likes sweet things. So this friend requested Pop-Tarts and Pepperidge Farm cookies and Chips Ahoy from the States. And I was like, oh, I haven't had those in years. Like, honestly, since childhood, because I don't really like sweet things so much. This is quite sweet. It is kind of freakishly moist, actually, because it's like prepackaged bread and it's not requiring refrigeration. So that freaks me out. But it does have like the Japanese sweet potato on the inside, so it is quite nice. But yeah, anyway, snack for now. Also, if you're keeping track, because I just glanced, this is 200 calories. Actually, it's 194. So the fact that this is like a snack and it's kind of, I guess it could be breakfast, but it's like the same as my lunch. Yeah, I'm running on like 0 calories right now. It has like very big chunks of sweet potato in here. So it's not just a paste, it has like chunks of it in here. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so after work, I realized today that I need to start a planner for next year. This is one that I bought last year when I was in Korea, when I went in May, but I bought it at Daiso. But yeah, 2001 from Daiso, and it's blank, so it's undated, fully undated, and it's just like, I only really religiously use my planners for like a couple weeks, and then I forget about it fully, and then I go back on for like a few more days, you know? So anyway, let me kind of unbox this with you. Okay, so again, this is what these spreads look like, and I'm using the spiral bound one this time. It does have a little bit of a matte cover, but basically I'm gonna just hand write out everything. But the reason why I like the Daiso planners from Korea is that, number one, I like the size because they're like kind of like big enough that you can write stuff in. The ones in Japan, Daiso Japan, look like checkbook size. I don't even know if people these days know how big a checkbook is, because I haven't had a checkbook in like decades. But anyway, it has like the different places where you write in the days, the dates rather. And then I also like that there's like note sections at the back. This one's grid lines, which I like as well. Anyway, so I'm gonna fill this in, and it's gonna be pretty boring for you to watch me write in little numbers. So, oh, I'm using this pen, by the way. It's the Pentel. It's like a Japanese one, and this one is 0.3. It's a needle tip. This is such a nice pen. It writes really smoothly, and again, I'm left-handed, so it needs to dry really quickly, and this one dries pretty quickly, and on top of that, it's 0.3 millimeter. So, error of my ways. I should have started the weekly spreads on December, so I don't have to carry 2 planners around, but it is what it is. I have not done that, and now I don't have to carry 2 planners around for January of 2026. Wow, I can't believe that's what's coming. But I'm gonna put my little pen loop thing. I will link you. I bought these on Amazon, but basically they're little pen loops and they have like adhesives, so they're single use. But I've been putting them in the back of my planners, and they're very helpful because then I can keep a pen with it, obviously. But let me show you. Okay, so basically this is what it's gonna look like. I was using this. I have this like book stand from, I think it's actually for picture frames, and I use it to prop up my phone so I can like use it. Because you know with the new phone update, you can like tilt it on the side and have like the calendar or the clock show. Anyway, I was using that for easy access to the monthly spreads for when I was writing out the dates, so there were no mistakes this time. But yeah, I also put little flags in here for each of the months for easy access. But I'm gonna put this pen loop probably, also I don't know what bit me on my arm, but it's really itchy. I'm gonna put the pen loop probably here, because once the pen goes in, okay, figured for illustrative purposes. Oh, turns out I should put it down lower, because once the pen goes in, I want it to kind of be flush with the notebook. So it'll look like that eventually. Maybe I want to slide it down a little bit more so it doesn't interrupt those flags. Okay, like that. That's where I want to put it. Okay, I'm going to concentrate, so I'm not going to be able to show you. working, so now you can see me push it down. But let's make sure. Perfect, actually. And there's no adhesive showing on the other side. Perf. But yeah, the one bummer about this one is that it doesn't have like a ribbon to mark it, but I guess I can probably make do. I can find like a bookmark or a paper clip situation or something like that. But I do think I like this one. I don't like spiral bound as much, so this was a mistake on my part, but basically it's just because I'm left-handed, so sometimes writing is kind of a pain in the butt, you know? But I guess it's always the case. There's always somebody who's not gonna like the spiral bound nature. Because right-handed people would be like difficult writing over there too. Okay, so I was gonna do my low buy, no buy list for today, but that took me an hour and my hand was cramping. So the way that you get very, you know, fluffy, your hand muscles after you don't take school. Actually, I don't know these days. If kids are in school, even grad students, do they take notes by hand? I write so much faster by hand, so I still think I would do it. Because also, like, tech problems are things that happen. So maybe I would probably do iPad, actually, so I would have, like, because I also would commit things to memory more if I handwrite it than if I type. So, like, for work, I always handwrite all my notes. I have made it through to 6 p.m. and past 6 actually without having additional snacks, so I do think like maybe I'd somehow manage to eat enough today. A very carb-filled, carby day. So for dinner I think I'm gonna have the asparagus and some of that stew that wasn't supposed to be a stew, wild rice chicken thing that I made yesterday in the Instant Pot. Oh, and I also have tomatoes. How do I incorporate those? We'll figure it out later. Okay, so I think that the water all got soaked up by the grains, which was to be expected, but yeah, I also put in half the thing of asparagus. I have like 2 containers of asparagus, so it's maybe like a half a pound of asparagus that I put in there, pre-cooked weight, so it's not that much. Anyway, that's dinner. Okie dokie, it's only 7:30. I did already put my pajama shirt on, but I have my snack for today because I'm still hungry. Surprise, surprise. I have Pepe Panda licorice. I think Panda's a brand and I think Pepe is the name of the licorice. But this one is vegan, it's original, and this one is not salt licorice, that's what it means. And my friend got me this last year when we met up in Korea, and it's from, well, she's from Norway. I don't know where it's from. Well, that's in Arabic. Hold on. I believe it is Finnish, so we shall try it. But yes, I love black licorice, if you don't know. But this one is like this shape. There's 2 halves in here, by the way. It's like, or maybe it's not supposed to be broken. I don't know. There's 2 pieces in here. But this one's really nice. It is not salty. It does kind of have like a little bit of a creamy flavor, which is kind of freaking me out. But it's kind of like a molasses creamy sort of flavor. It's not super black licorice flavored. I know that that's a very controversial flavor. It doesn't taste like star anise. I like it. But I do really like the salt kind, but I do think it's bad for my health. Okie dokie, it is 9 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I've just like uncovered a bunch of like new vloggers to watch because I had been watching like the more mainstream lifestyle vloggers, but honestly they're kind of boring. And I also know that they're making $1 gazillion a year, so why are they pushing Patreon suddenly? I think I'm getting like bug bites. I don't know. I have the one on my arm and then I had another one on my other arm. But where was I going with this? Oh, vloggers. So I have found random like silent vloggers. Part of me is like kind of intrigued and want to try it, but also at the same time I kind of don't find them that interesting because you have to read a lot. And when I'm watching vlogs, I don't want to have to read. I just want to turn off my brain and have it as background noise. So anyway, one of the vloggers, I did read everything because they actually designed it quite well, but it was a woman who lives in Nigeria, and I had never really thought about the design and layout of Nigerian apartments before, or like brands honestly that were sold in Nigeria, so I found it quite interesting. So anyway, I watched that for a little bit, and then there was like this new like Yopo who lives in New York but went to UPenn that I just randomly stumbled across. I don't know how that came in there either, so I watched her vlogs. Hers are actually kind of nice. They're kind of silent but kind of not silent, so kind of like Ondo. So Ondo I used to watch for a while before she like started talking and showing her face. Anyway, so then another one I found was some Russian. I had seen her in the past And she had like a different channel name, but because of the war in Russia, she changed her channel name so that she wouldn't get targeted or something. I don't know. Anyway, so now she has like 4 kids or something, 3 or 4 kids. Anyway, so I caught up with her, but actually her vlogs are a little bit too slow. Anyway, I'm going to bed. It'll be Tuesday tomorrow. So tomorrow I have work, obviously, but then I also have a doctor's appointment. So in the afternoon, I'm going to head out to my doctor's appointment and then probably work from a cafe for the rest of the day, because it's in Soho. So as you know, it sometimes takes a long time to get home from Soho. So I will be hanging out in the cafes. Oh yeah, I was gonna look for a new eye cream. I remembered, because I remembered that I had this guy for tomorrow morning. So let me find an eye cream. I'm gonna find like an eye cream for the morning, so one with caffeine. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm itchy. Okay, so eye cream with caffeine. Hold on, it's not bright enough. Let me turn on a different light. Okay, hopefully this is slightly better. So I don't actually have that many eye creams, actually. I do have this one. This one is supposed to be good for dark circle, and I did just buy this one, so part of me really wants to use it, but I know I should probably use a different one. So I do have the Glow and Get It, the pink one, open already, but I think this one is, yeah, this one's a caffeine one. This was from a Walmart box, so I might try this one, because I don't think I have any other caffeine eye creams, to be honest. Is this one? Yeah, this one is. This one's older, I think, so maybe I'll go for this one. And that was a sample. This was a free sample from an Instagram ad, I'm pretty sure. There's also anti-puff, anti-dark circles. Maybe I should try this. I think I got this one in PR, if I'm being honest. Also, why is my voice cracking? Use morning and evening. Huh. Okay, let's try this one. This one's older, I think. But they do have quite a few of these, like, I guess it was like a trend, the puffy eye sticks. Or anti-puffy eye sticks, but I have like 3 of them, so that's interesting. But yeah, I have some masks in here as well, because could not give up my entire drawer for just a handful of eye creams. I have made my choice, so let me actually set you up a little bit. I'm gonna do like a sniff test of this, because actually I think it's actually quite old. And this was not from PR. This, well, it kind of was. It was from BoxyCharm. It's actually not that old either, so let me open it. Also, truth be told, I just really needed to itch my arm. It was super itchy. I think it's just gonna be that time of year, man. It's so dry in here. And like, I've been drinking so much water. Better Skin Co. Eye Bright Now Anti-Puff Anti-Dark Circle Serum. So again, this was from a BoxyCharm, and I did get BoxyCharm in PR, but it's how I got a lot of the skincare. Okay, it doesn't have a smell. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna put like a little drop. I feel like it's like an oil serum. Can you even see that? Because of the where the lens was. It is kind of like a oil-based, it's kind of oily, kind of not at the same time. I don't know. But yeah, there's no scent, absolutely no scent. Also, from what I tested earlier today, it was a little bit of a spot test to make sure that it was okay. I will start using this tomorrow. Also, look how old my hands look, because of how dry they are. I have been putting lotion on so much, but it's not really helping. I've put like 5 different types of lotion on. Anyway, I'm going to do my skincare now for tonight, and I shall talk to you in the morning. It'll be Tuesday. I think I told you that already. As a fun update, since maybe 10 seconds ago, and also since this morning, I have used this up. I can't get the rest of this out. It was just literally 1 dropper full, so whatever's left in here is like less than a dropper full. Maybe if I tilted it. Okay, that's how much is left. So maybe I do have 1 more use out of it. But I was going to say, ever since this morning, I used up this and I needed to find a new exfoliating serum. But that being said, I think I do have 1 open, which is the resurfacing compound. But that's exciting. I just used up another product. My box is very full of empties I need to tell you about, but another guy in there. This is one of my favorites, though.